Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Split Rock Jumping Tour, the Fort Worth Sports Commission, and our incredible partner, Zen Elite, we are so excited to have you here for this great moment where we honor the top 3 finishers in the 2026 Zen Elite FEI Dressage World Cup Finals. We'll get to questions in a moment, but first it is my privilege to be able to introduce to you our 3 podium finishers. First, to my immediate right, our 3rd place finisher, Olympic veteran from Poland, Sandra Sisieva. At my far right, competing in his first World Cup final and finishing in 2nd place from the United States, Christian Simonson. And in the center, the number 5 ranked rider in the world, Olympic veteran, and now champion of the 2026 Zen Elite FEI Dressage World Cup Final from Great Britain, Becky Moody. So Becky, first of all, congratulations. And can you tell us the emotions you're feeling right now?
It's just pretty crazy. I mean, it was just insane to be part of such a cool competition. The crowd in there were absolutely something else. So, you know, and to be sat here with these guys is just fantastic. I think all our horses are complete and utter diamonds. And yeah, thank you to all of them.
And the score, did you blow your mind? I mean, we knew you knew that it was great, but seeing it?
Yeah, no, that was brilliant. I mean, I said, I think someone interviewed me earlier on in the week saying, you know, what were your goals for coming? And I said I would like a PB in my freestyle. So, yay.
Big mission accomplished.
Yay.
And Christian, when you were in here the other night, you said just being here at the World Cup final was kind of surreal. Tell us what you think, hearing that crowd support you and Rocky and cheer like they did for you tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. That was at the end of my test, looking up and seeing this wall of people standing up, applauding Rocky, and I was, yeah, it was super special. It's something I'll never forget. And he's such a special horse. He deserves every amount of praise. But yeah, this whole week has been a childhood dream come true and unbelievably surreal.
Wow, congratulations. Sandra, 7th last year, 3rd this year, this young mare of yours, something special. Tell us about her a bit and, of course, about tonight's ride.
I'm really very proud of her. She's still young and really getting a lot of experience during shows like that. And I'm really proud to be here. So I had to qualify and then we had to travel from Europe here. It's my first time when I am in the US. And I'm really excited about the show.
Well, tremendous performance tonight. We'll take questions now. Please raise your hand. We have Rachel over there, Joanne here. They'll bring you the microphone. Nobody. I don't believe that. Okay, stop. Diana, then we'll come right up this side. Then Nancy, then Katie.
Could each of you say what it was like to be and competing in cowboy country?
Oh, it's just been the most incredible experience because I think, you know, as we talked about the other night, it's just this incredible, you know, horse culture everywhere. A very different horse culture, but still just the love of horses everywhere is insane. And I think, you know, you really felt that in the arena tonight. I know the audience were from all over the place, but it's just phenomenal to be part of. Really cool.
Christian.
I don't think I could say it better than what Becky just said, but I think it's echoing the same thoughts. It's really special to see horse culture, whether it's dressage or jumping, or in this case, cutting and reining. I think, you know, so many people that just have an inherent love of horses, and to see that not only in competition, but all around the city and celebrated, you know, with art and competitions, et cetera. I think it's really special to see, and as a fellow horse lover, it's quite cool to be a part of it.
Sandra.
I agree with Becky, and we were also surprised when we arrived here. Actually, we imagined like a little bit different Texas, but we went to a stockyard and we saw all that cowboy and horses, and people are so friendly. They all the time asked, where are you from? And then they showed us all their own competitions that we have no clue what you have to do there. So they explained. So we were really, really excited.
Now you know what everyone feels like watching dressage that doesn't understand dressage.
And then they all told us that they will come to watch dressage. So probably the ones who were clapping, they were from cowboy.
You heard the cutting whoop, it was probably them.
Nancy? No? Okay, coming to Katie.
Becky, could you talk a little bit about the degree of difficulty in your test? There was some incredible 2 tempies in the circle and a half circle into 1 tempies, and your horse stayed so composed where a lot of horses reacted to the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little unsure, to be honest, how he was going to cope with that. I rode him on Thursday without his ear protector on, because I actually like him to really be quite aware of the crowd. But hearing what everyone was saying coming out of the arena, I was like, okay, the ears are going on. And, you know, I think that was probably a good decision. But he was incredible with how focused he stayed, because I did that same freestyle in London. It was the first time I did it 18 months ago, and I really lost his focus a little bit right at the beginning, and then the first 4 movements of the test were a little bit of a car crash. So I think actually having had that happen in the past, I'm really ready to sort of help him when he needs it. But to be honest, today, right from the get-go, he was just so focused and so with me. And I think, you know, the beauty of the freestyle is that you are able to showcase your horse's strengths. And, you know, he finds the changes on the curve lines very, very easy. And, you know, because he is very good in the balance, he can go from one thing to another, you know, without a struggle. So, I mean, even when I did his first freestyle when he was just 9 years old, you know, my degree of difficulty, without even really thinking about trying to make it hard, was quite hard, just because he can show that off really well. Yeah.
And I would love if the 3 of you could just talk briefly about your music and choices. And Sandra, I noticed you had the St. Texas put into your freestyle there, and everyone really got behind music that they could recognize.
Yeah, when I saw how people react, I thought like maybe I go back and
yeah, if you could just a little bit about your music choice, each of you, that would be great.
Okay, let Sandra go.
Yeah, okay. That music was created for Paris Olympics, and I think that like it's really suit Maxima very well because she's so elegant, and like it's a story behind that music. So okay, I did a little bit changes for the Texas, but I really like to listen my freestyle many times, and it's not boring for me.
So with mine, I think, you know, for me it is really important that I enjoy riding to the music. But also when I am choosing my music, I very much have the thought process that I am choosing the music for the audience. Because I think, you know, for the judges, they have so much to do when they are judging a freestyle. They have a huge amount of technical information that they have to think about. They're thinking about your choreography, you know, and honestly, I think how much are they actually aware of the music that you're using, except maybe the feedback that they get from the crowd a little bit to a degree. So yeah, how the crowd react to the music is a really big part of what I'm thinking about. And I think, you know, the Beatles, pretty much everyone loves the Beatles, so it's a fairly safe bet. But I think, you know, doing a new freestyle it's so hard, especially when you've had one that you've really, you know, enjoyed and people have really liked. Trying to find something else is quite daunting, actually. So yeah, it was a big deal to change that one, but I do love it.
For the music tonight, obviously, Indian Rock's nickname is Rocky, and so we thought we would go also, you know, looking forward to Texas, we thought we'd, you know, do some real American classics and use songs from the movies. And in the freestyle, also we wanted to show kind of like the hero's journey was a part of it. So like we're talking in the beginning, it's the eye of the tiger. It's talking about getting over troubles, etc. And then the build up, but it's Dallas and all these amazing songs. And we just really wanted music also to show how powerful he is of a horse. And so I also have a really fun time listening to my music. But yeah, it's based on the Rocky movies from Rocky and this story as well.
Next question, Kim.
Again, for all three of you, sorry, we're making you work here. First of all, how will you celebrate tonight, and who will you celebrate with? And then after you take a breath and have enjoyed this win, the three of you,
What's next for the horse? You and your horses will come after that. So Becky, why don't you go first on this?
Well, first of all, I'm going to go for a drug test. Woohoo!
Should we bring you another bottle of
yeah,
water?
so if I could have some more water, that would be great. No, so I mean, I have a relatively small little support crew here in Texas. I just have my wonderful groom, Kim, and Daryl, who's our team manager from British Equestrian. But there are some great people that we've met here. So I will be going to find a drink later, definitely. I think maybe a few Jaeger bombs. I have seen some Jägermeister here in Texas, so we need to hunt down some Red Bull and we're away. And then I think he will have a month of just hacking out when we get home. Well, he'll have a week in the field and then a month of hacking out. Our main goal for the summer is the World Championships in Aachen. So I will probably look to try and get him to as buzzy an outdoor show as I can find for him, because I kind of want, knowing what Aachen will be like for the World Championships, I just want to find an outdoor show to do before that. But yeah, he won't do too much more now.
Of course, when we fly back home, we will have some rest, and our aim is also Aachen, and we will do some shows in between. Because for Maxima is, I think, really important to compete, like at least one time in a month to keep her in shape. Otherwise, she's becoming a little bit wild, and yeah, but to keep her all the time on the same point is best for her.
Tonight I'll be, my family's here, my sister and my parents, and a lot of extended family, so we'll definitely be celebrating with them tonight, and it meant a lot to me that they're here tonight. And then after this show, Rocky will also have some downtime, and then we have the U.S. Championships next month in Ocala, and then we'll see what the summer entails. It felt kind of surreal doing this journey already, so we'll see how the rest of the summer goes.
Anyone over your right shoulder maybe you might like to celebrate with?
Yes, absolutely, and Rocky's owner, Heidi and Dee, and seeing them on the podium today, I was starting to tear up a lot. It's really special. I'm so happy to hear, and I think you could see the enjoyment of the show. Obviously, they're here, so I'm extra biased, but it's very true. I think you could see throughout the show the impact that U.S. Dressage is having, and that was a huge part of the Zen sponsorship this year. And I think you could really see that. I think it's very palpable to see how much the sport's growing and how exciting it's getting.
Yeah, we're all very, very grateful for the support that the show has had. So thank you very much indeed. And
Heidi Humphreys, the Zen Elite team, we thank you so much, not just for what you have done for this World Cup final, but really, and Ryder was saying it the other night as well, for the sport of dressage in this country. We all owe you so much. And congratulations on Rocky. Next question.
Hi, Christian. I was really wondering, from a rider's perspective, what does it feel like to ride Indian Rock? He's so almost double jointed looking. He's so flexible and.
That is how he feels like he's riding a cloud. I mean, to give a visual, whenever I'm doing half passes or the piaffe passage, I see his entire hoof. I'm sure it's also probably how it is riding Bella as well, I would imagine. But I think the biggest thing is he's so honest, and so it feels like, okay, you're saying I want piaffe now. He's like, okay, I'll do it. I want passage now. Okay, I'll do it. And that's my favorite feeling about him. And then on top of that, to have these big scopy movements that feel like riding a cloud, it's a very, very special feeling.
Anybody else? I mean, they do want to celebrate, but they know that They can celebrate right here with all of us, you know. I was kind of hoping you'd all say that everyone's invited.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Christian, did you study in Texas or at University of Texas?
Yeah, I did a semester of school at UT Austin online, actually,
Okay.
during COVID.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess I feel kind of part of the Texas
That's what I was
heritage
like.
here.
I wasn't sure if you had spent time here before, but you were a little bit of a Texan then by just.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
okay,
Go,
that counts.
Hook 'em.
That's
yeah.
right.
I've been to Waco, but yeah, that's about
Super.
it.
And I would say after tonight, you are clearly part Texan. This crowd here loved all three of you, and it was
Yeah,
really...
I'm available. I'm wondering if they're available for hire. The crowd, I think. yeah, we're gonna take them everywhere.
Well, you might get some takers on that. Anybody else? Well, we want to take a minute, in addition to congratulating the three of you, congratulating Heidi and your team, Derek Braun, the chairman of this event, the one who brought it here to Fort Worth. But really, Sandra, Christian, and of course Becky, just a phenomenal, phenomenal night. We congratulate the three of you, and you're entitled to your celebration after what you do first, of course. And before we let you go, we will ask the three of you to pose in front of the backdrop for some pictures. And is Noemi here? Can we hand her the trophy? And then in 1 second, Heidi, we'd like to invite you up to join them. All right. Get in nice and tight. Oh, go ahead, do your selfies. I've never seen so many selfies up here. In tight, look forward. And probably we're going to want in a second, Becky, hold it up high. And then stay put. We'd like to invite Heidi up to join you. Derek, why don't you come around on this side? And then squeeze in nice and tight. Oh, Derek, should have cleared the way for you. Everybody good? All right, congratulations so much. Thank you.